Hi, guys, and welcome here today to this live. One day late, life happens, but today we will talk a little bit about spiritual growth. It is what we will do if we kind of open up and awakens. And this helped me to understand, to see where the path was going, since I kind of started out in like Tai Chi, and my teacher he kind of talked about this like early on, about that the growth pattern of awakening, opening up the body as you do in Tai Chi as well. Then it kind of starts with like a step. You expand, you grow, and then you hit a plateau. And before you kind of go to the next mountain and keep going, you actually have a little bit of a dip. And then you go to the next growth. In that dip, he was explaining that in that phase, you actually kind of like lose connection to, you almost feels like you lose your abilities. So in Tai Chi, it's like a self-defense. So at that point, suddenly the most advanced students can suddenly become like a rookie again and be like beaten by the beginners. And that phase keeps going through different mountains and growth spurs. And Tai Chi is more like a physical art, because you're focusing on like yielding and the yin and yang of like martial arts. So it's more of a physical like learning and practicing. But I realized they were talking about a system, which is kind of opening up the energy body, which you do in Tai Chi. You kind of open up and hold that expanse in yourself. But that applies to just awakening your body, like I've been doing, and that it can both apply to like your sexuality, your physical, your breath, your emotions, how you hold yourself, how you teach, how you're talking with people, how you know things, how you're seeing the world, that you were going through actually all these different layers of awakening. So realizing that we can kind of learn stuff and realize stuff, but then kind of to go to the next level, it's almost like an unlearning. It's the yin. You kind of like lose your ground for a while, which is uncomfortable for most people. Suddenly you feel like a beginner again. You feel like everything is gone. You feel like you haven't grown anything. But realizing this combination to everything, then you realize that, yeah, whatever you're doing, if you're doing techniques for something to opening up your body or your sexuality or your mindset or emotions or whatever you're doing, it needs the feminine too, which is the non-doing, which is scary because it's like out of your control. You have to like let go of everything, daring to lose control as well. And then in that is where you can see that your body, opening up your body and opening up that energy flow in you, then you have to go through all these areas of growth. And these areas you can learn a little bit and you can kind of expand into more wisdom. But then we hold on, we kind of grab that. But then as we keep going to the next one, we kind of have to let go of this to go to the next one. And in that moment, there's a release going on where we kind of like have to have faith. So, and when I talk about the ease of life, it's because when you start realizing that this growth is going to be kind of sometimes comfortable, but also uncomfortable, because it's going to lead you through all these levels of darkness as you come to the next plateau and next mountain, then you have to kind of have some faith in something, or in yourself, or in a technique, or different things. And you have to like really want to go deeper, or else you can just stop and be like comfortable where you're at. So it is actually like daring to, your whole body, when you kind of like in the whole relaxation of the body, it's more of like not holding on too tight, but it's also kind of opening up, wanting something, but also like opening up and receiving it. So it is more of a guidance. And so having a guide or having kind of something outside of yourself is like, you have to have faith in yourself, life, God, like yourself, or a guide to kind of move deeper. So that is like, it's easier to learn and understand all these different techniques and be comfortable there. But sometimes if you want to open up more of your energy body, you have to go into other parts of yourself, your sexuality, your breath, your understanding, your masculine, feminine, all these different ways to kind of connect with your whole energy body. And so it is a blessed journey, but it also will definitely be challenging. Sometimes you will feel like the most pathetic loser ever. And that is like really like the good teachings of life, because it's a humble journey, and you can't really like force it, because it requires you to just stay connected and just have faith and patience as you keep going. So this spiritual journey is just, it is a slow moving journey, and you can open up in your body. And that's what I've been doing for 20 years. But, you hit a lot of like deep, dark parts of that ocean that you have to kind of like have some patience and dare to like just look at stuff in new ways. So glad to talk a little bit about it, and fun to have people watch me. Yeah, it's just an upgrade. Somebody was talking about a little bit. Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes you feel like it's stuck and you lose everything, but it's an upgrade. So it's just like your computer. Sometimes the old system on the computer doesn't really work, and then you have to go through an upgrade process where you have to wait because you have to install some new hardware, and then after a while suddenly it starts working again, and everything, your computers go faster and everything. So that's like your energy body, everything can go faster, and you're learning about yourself in this process. So thank you for showing up for today, and thank you for donations, and please like and subscribe if you like this stuff. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Have a beautiful Thursday.